I don't know. I don't think you'll meet your girl in the club no more because she's in the section before PF Baby.
When we let the niggas run the door, our parties was getting shot up every fucking night. Our shit was getting lit up every fucking night. It was gang violence every night. Niggas was getting shot every night. Niggas was getting robbed every night. Niggas chains was getting took. Niggas watches was getting took. Niggas belts was getting took. You pay $2,000, $1,500, $1,200 to sit on a fucking bench in a restaurant for a $50 fucking bottle. A bottle of Hennessy, a bottle of Patron. That shit costs $50 to $60 after tax in the fucking liquor store. Cut you off.
The energy is in the title of the platform.
Absolutely.
It's called the Shade Room. It's a platform designed to be shady. You can't tell me there's nothing positive.
They're telling you who they are.
Exactly
off the real.
Who they are.
There is a special place in hell for these niggas that get on social media. You shouldn't settle. You deserve everything that you're supposed to deserve. Them same niggas don't never be having no bitches with them. Them niggas always be in the goddamn video doing a selfie video by them fucking self. I never see no bitches laughing in the background, giggling in the background, kicking it with them, rubbing on their chest, rubbing on their back, their head. I never see a bitch in sight nowhere. We talked about that with the stepdad thing and the abortion thing. You chose to have 2 babies or 3 babies with a nigga that will pull a gun on you. And you holding your daughter in your arms. That's your fucking fault.
Like, I don't even want you to tell, like, if I be like, what you doing? Don't be like, oh, I'm about to go on a date with another dude. Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
I'm not the nigga to play around with, like.
Yeah. The blogs perpetuate the beef. Oh, such and such and such and such said, if you come over here, he gonna kill you. He gonna do this. That's when Dirk took off.
Well, that new Dirk, the new Dirk.
Yes, niggas was listening to Dirk, but they wasn't listening to him like that until he was on a song with Drake. So that nigga birthed 2 careers off one song.
Shit.
Woo.
We back.
Welcome to the Table Flippers, the most triggering show in the world.
I don't even, what episode is this? 4? 5?
4. This 4. Episode 4. Yep.
Episode 4? Episode 4.
Episode. We made it to episode 4 somehow.
How was your Thanksgiving, brother?
Low key, man. I'm thankful for this show right now. That's what I'm thankful for. And I'm also thankful for the following on TikTok. I'm thankful for the love we've received. I'm thankful for the love you showed our network. Shout out Vision Network. We just really thankful for the engagement, for the comments, the good ones, the bad ones, the triggering ones. We thankful for that for sure. What about you?
I'm thankful for them oxtails I had. I had some oxtails and Thanksgiving. Boy, shit is it. Fuck that turkey shit. That should be dry as a motherfucker.
Yeah. That's been a debate too. Like, is turkey still the main dish?
Like, I never fucked with turkey. I want the Thanksgiving for all sides, nigga. I want the mac, the yams, the potato salad, the collard green, and hopefully, if you got some chicken, I don't give a fuck if it came from KFC or Popeyes.
Oh God,
I don't like that turkey shit now. Now my shorty, she made some smothered turkey wings, and that was a little different, but it gotta have some flavor on that. Yeah, but you know, I be rambling, but yeah, man, I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for the day because, you know, for as hard as yesterday was, you always got tomorrow to make it better. So that for that alone, I'm always grateful. Thankful for the team, for the community, for the support, for the positive criticism, for the constructive criticism, like, of it all, man. We growing, we prospering, but we here, man. We about to take it to 20. We're about to go into the new year. These last 31, man, make it special. But yeah, get into that. We're gonna start jumping straight to it. And
we didn't introduce ourselves. We gotta introduce ourselves.
You know who I am at
they know who he is, but we gotta formally introduce ourselves. Go ahead.
All right, man. It's your boy Swole the Poet, man. I'm gonna keep it demure, very modest today. It's your boy Swole the Poet.
I am Soheen Perry, the womanizer, aka the #1 ranked rage baiter in the world. Now let's get into this shit.
All right, man. So you know we gotta pop it off with everyone's favorite segment, topic, shit, mine too.
Yeah.
On or off.
The most controversial segment at this point.
On or off. And we gonna ease into it. You know, something that's been going on. I'm just seeing it and around, people talking about it, and especially if you live in the city of Atlanta, you may feel something about this. And that one is going to the club on or off the table.
You wanna go? You can go. You go first.
That shit off the table, man.
Expand.
Like for me personally, like the club scene is just watered down. The elimination of the dance floor, the egotistical bottle wars, the
Goddamn
overpriced bottles. Like for me, it just has to be in a special occasion. We got to be celebrating something. It's got to be somebody's birthday, somebody's celebration, promotion. But outside of that, I like a nice little bar, maybe a cigar lounge. Very chilled, you know what I'm saying? Catch me at happy hour where the deals is at. That's my type vibe. I'm a day party type nigga. Cookout. I'm trying to be in the house by 9. That's when less bullets fly, okay? I'm not trying to be far away from the YNs. I want to be good and
safe,
chilling, man.
nice and safe.
And safe, man. So it's just unfortunate. Like I wish, you know, you could get that feeling back when you step outside the club and you done sweated and that wind chill hit your shirt and you be cold and you know you just had fun.
That shit just making you like this.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. There's nothing that makes it stand out. At least what I can say for Houston is their clubs are themed. So like
Houston?
They have a club called Camp. It like it's set up. It looks like a bonfire, but it's a club.
Okay. No free promotion, by the way.
Yeah,
but
you know they got a club called Playground. You know it looks adventurous. It's still section based, but at least it has a theme or something. Like for one, you be $100 down before you even get, at least as a man, you $100 down before you even get your first drink. It's 20 to 60 to park. About 20 to 40 to get in.
Already 100 in.
Already 100 in. You don't even know if it's lit yet.
Don't even know if it's
You
lit.
hear the music and you done got fooled because you see 3 bitches walk in. The only one in there.
Time to go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shout out Edgewood though. At least it's a little ratchet over there, but at least still they got the free nightclubs and stuff like that. You can kind of wander and do that. But
oh yeah, that little strip they get.
Yeah, man, I'm more of a kickback guy now, and I don't know if it's because I've also gotten older too. Like, hey, you know, if you spend your money what you want to spend your money on, you know, maybe I'm hating, maybe I'm player hating, but for me it's
don't player hate.
It ain't. I'm not, you know, but some people might look at that and be like, oh, you broke ass nigga. You just can't afford it. And it's just like, nah, like, you not tired of spending thousands of dollars in the club for women to come and take advantage of you, drink your liquor, and then go home to they real nigga? Like, they homegirls, like, what's the facade? Like, what are we trying to prove? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. The art form of clubbing is lost, like the whole principle. To me, I feel like it was designed to be like places for communities to gather, socialize, network. When's the last time you seen a business deal go down in the club? You know what I'm saying?
Heavy, that's a heavy point.
You know, niggas like VIP was made for VIPs. Like, bosses was coming in there to handle shit, negotiate contracts and stuff like that. And all the regular civilians
that's a good point, yeah.
was just partying and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, there's no camaraderie there. You can't even go there and make new friends. Because you just go to the club to party with the people that you came with. Which, of course, is cool, but it's like, we came here to, you know, to coagulate together, to vibe together, to dance together. Like, I don't know. I don't think you'll meet your girl in the club no more because she's in the section with 4PF Baby in and you got the $250 section in the back of the club. And you only get one bottle.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Then and oh my God, and then don't let them, every club in Atlanta got to sprinkle in a little bit of dancers.
Yeah.
Bro, why are we in a regular club and you got strippers coming out? I already gave you $500 for this section, and now you gonna test my manhood and put this bodacious beauty on the floor?
Bodacious?
And you want me to just spend and get ones? And it's like, damn, now I feel bad for the kid, shorty, because she probably got 2 kids at home doing this on the side. She probably in nursing school. That's every Atlanta stripper. That's what they do. They go to nursing school.
Oh, God. Every baddie in America is a nurse. God.
But
a fucking caretaker.
It's just no direction and it's no individualism. You know what I'm saying? Everything's the same. Like, oh shit, I could put more sections in. I got more grass walls in my restaurant than you. Speaking of that, the restaurants there are now clubs after 9.
Grass walls. The grass walls and the neon
these
signs.
Niggas, it's like niggas got an identity complex. They don't know if they want to be a restaurant. They don't know if they want to be a lounge, a hookah lounge. No. So me personally, it's off the table unless someone can curate or bring back that original, vibe that it used to be.
So a lot of these, you made some amazing points that I second 100%. Going to the club and club culture right now is off the table also on my end because of several different factors. One of the main factors that I'll hit on, we'll take it back to what you said earlier, is first of all, you got the YNs. I just seen a story, I think it was yesterday, the day before, in Stockton, California.
I seen that. It was a 22-year-old, a 14-year-old.
Bro, 20 people got shot. And it was a party for a child. It was a party for a fucking child. And 20 people got shot. 20. A 12-year-old died, a 8-year-old died. Some crazy ass shit like that. It was like a mass shooting pretty much.
She telling you after 9, that's when them bullets fly.
Listen, me and my pops have not always seen eye to eye, but what I will tell you that he always used to tell me as a young man during the few years that I did live with him and that I was with him, he always used to tell me, do not stay to the end of the night when you go to the club. My pops used to tell me that shit religiously. Don't stay to the end of the night. And as a grown man hearing that now, we talking about 20 years ago, that ideology is even more enforced now. It's just not safe to go out anymore. Your level of safety that you have when you go out to a club, to a bar, to a lounge, it's just not there anymore. You have no safety. I don't give a fuck if they got 1 million security standing at the door, because guess what? The majority of them niggas is on a payroll and they not finna sacrifice their goddamn life for your goddamn life. So guess what? If some niggas fuck around and get to fighting in the club and the shit spill out in the parking lot, in most black communities all over America, we understand what that turns into. Guess why? Because it never stops with these right here. What John Witherspoon said in Friday, it don't never stop with these motherfuckers right here. That's not what he said, but y'all remember when he was showing Craig, it's about these right here. These right here, niggas don't want to do that no more. It's all about bang, 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 bang. As soon as a nigga get an opportunity to make it back from his car, to make it back to his car, pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? Off the rip. That's in every community in America. That's all niggas know is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. As so if you know,
and as soon as a nigga say I'll be right back or stay right here,
you
better be gone.
You want to know but you want to know the crazy part about that aspect is niggas don't even say that no more.
Yep.
Niggas don't even say. See, back in the day, niggas would be like, stay right here, I'll be right back. You'll get a warning first. Niggas don't even say that no more. All you know is you walk outside and it's bop, 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 bop. You know what I'm saying?
And then that's even if sometimes they don't even make it out the club because niggas is bringing their shit in.
And I that's a good point. And I've literally seen guys walk in the club and literally I've seen rappers, multiple rappers, artists be like, okay, if I can't bring my strap in the club, I'm not coming in. Even if they book for that night. Because of those very reasons. And so what I'm saying is to get back to the club culture, as YN, that's the first part. I just seen that a club, what's that club? What's the club that just had to pay? I can't think about it, but y'all correct me in the comments. But there was a club that just had to award a family of a young woman that got killed. It was 80 cents. Yeah, they know what club
was it 1145?
1145. I don't know why I couldn't think about it. 1145. They just had to award the club or the holding group, the residential holding group, whoever owned the property, had to award a victim that died by gunfire outside of 1145 like $20 million. 20. Because their daughter, who didn't have absolutely anything to do with the incident, was killed.
They shut that whole area down over there too.
Everything
black over there is gone.
That takes me into my next point. They had to give her $20 million to family. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's somewhere in the ballpark of that number. $20 million because their daughter just wanted to go out, have fun at the club, and was murdered over something that have nothing to do with her. $20 million award. Okay, that is. I'm gonna take y'all to here. I lived in California, Los Angeles area for 4 or 5 years, give or take. Right. First time I ever went to Hollywood, which is one of the biggest nightlife scenes in the world, not in America, in the world. Hollywood, California. It gets no bigger as far as America is concerned. I started going to the clubs and making my way into the biggest lit spots in all of Hollywood. And I noticed something very quickly, being a black American man from Atlanta, where most of the clubs, when I left, were predominantly all black American clubs. When I started going to the clubs, I noticed something. I noticed that the majority of the clubs and the promoters were all ran and orchestrated by Mexicans. By Mexicans. All the hip hop clubs, all the rap clubs, all the rap nights, it's Mexicans standing at the door. Oh no, she good, he good. Now I don't know who that is. Stand over here. Oh, these right here good. Oh, they literally was gatekeeping the door. Mexicans over our music, black American music. Every single thing that I could hear playing over the speakers coming out of the club was all rap, hip hop music from black American artists. But they had Mexicans guarding the door. I ended up asking a question because I was very perplexed about why in the hell is Mexican dictating who can get in and out of a hip hop based club establishment, right? And they gave me some quick game. First of all, most of the owners are Middle Eastern or Jewish. So none of the owners are black. None of the owners are of our complexion. So that's the first aspect. The second aspect is The reason why Mexicans are running the door, I'll say outside of, because that's probably what they want anyway, because they don't want to see us in any kind of position of authority or power in the first place. But you know what they told me, my great co-host? They told me that when we let the niggas run the door, the black people run the door, our parties was getting shot up every fucking night. When we let niggas control who comes in, who comes out, our shit was getting lit up every fucking night. It was gang violence every night. Niggas was getting shot every night. Niggas was getting robbed every night. Niggas chains was getting took. Niggas watches was getting took. Niggas belts was getting took. Niggas phones was getting took. That's what we got when we let the niggers run the door. And I say niggers with a hard ER for a reason, because that is how they see us in the first place. But the way they saw it is, if y'all music, then more than likely it's gonna be y'all night, right? So they gave us a chance, quote unquote, right? They gave us a chance. They said, we're gonna let you be the gatekeepers of your own music at your own events. But guess what? This is the bullshit that comes with y'all. This is the bullshit that comes with playing y'all music. Do you know that in Hollywood, so many clubs started getting shot up and it started being a liability on the owners, that they literally, that those same clubs literally start saying, we don't have a hip hop night. We don't even have a rap night. We don't even have a hip hop night. We just cut it out. And what that means is this, and this just goes to show you how I'm a studier of psychology. This just goes to show you how psychology works. If we don't play a certain type of music, we won't attract a certain type of people. That makes sense? I'm gonna say that again. If we don't play a certain kind of music, we will not attract a certain kind of people. If we don't play gang, gang, bang, bang, gang, bang, gang, bang music, we won't attract gang, gang, bang, gang, bang, gang niggas. If we just playing house and top 40 music and Taylor Swift and Katy Perry and Ariana Grande all night, we ain't gotta worry about no niggas coming and shooting up our shit, because this not their type of music, so it's not gonna attract them. That makes sense? So they just cut the rap night out altogether. And then they said, if we are gonna play rap music, we gonna let the Mexicans control the night. So even if they're playing y'all music, we're not gonna let y'all in here. And if we do let some of y'all in here, we're gonna let another race of people control who comes in here to listen and party to y'all fucking music.
Well, what about this one?
I take it here. Club culture, Atlanta, born and raised, born and bred. Georgia, I got it tatted on my hand, Georgia boy. My whole life. Africans changed the entire culture of Atlanta. Middle Easterns changed the whole culture of Atlanta. Hookah is Middle Eastern culture. Hookah. As far as me and you been growing up, I don't know about Juice, any of us, we ain't never seen no hookah in our motherfucking households. Y'all niggas don't see Newport shorts, Newport 100s. Y'all niggas don't see Black and Miles. But we ain't never seen no motherfucking hookah. Where all this hookah bullshit came from? That's Middle Eastern culture. Hookah started in the Middle East or Africa. Don't kill me about the base of where hookah started from, but it ain't started in America. That's foreign culture. So the foreigners, the Africans, the Middle Easterns, who own the majority, 90% of clubs in Atlanta, Georgia, which is a predominantly black American city. Houston was a black American city. You said you went to Houston. Did they have a lot of hookah there?
Hookah is such a sensation. It's in all facets of black cultural cities across America.
That's what I mean. That was introduced by another culture, by a foreign entity outside of American culture. They brought in and they put a hookah at every table. You made a perfect example. There was a restaurant that I went to that me and someone who I fucked with went to a long time ago. I actually went there for my birthday. We went, we smoked hookah, beautiful establishment, beautiful place. Easy to sit in, easy to kick it in, easy to chill in, just a vibe all the way around. That same place now, the last time I checked, we was about to go to that same place. We drove past. Not only did they change the location to a whole nother place, when we drove past, there was a line with a security at the front of the door. This was a restaurant, might I add. So it goes to your point. These Africans, these foreigners have gotten so thirsty and capitalistic about the dollars that black American people spend and other races. But what do we always talk about? Our people. That black Americans spend, that they like, look, let's put hookahs in every club. We'll take a restaurant and we're gonna make this table for $1,000. We're gonna make this table for a fucking table that was for free 2 years ago. Club culture has been destroyed because of greed. Mm-hmm. Greed, G-R-E-E-D, greed. Greed has destroyed the very sentimental value of club culture. When you go back and you watch shows like Martin, you watch shows like the Jamie Foxx show, A Different World, black American custom shows that were our culture, that represented us on the highest, most decorum level of scale of people. House Party. Look at movies like House Party. We danced all fucking night. Did we not? Did we not dance? Look at House Party. The whole movie was about dancing. We danced all night. They wasn't coming in there talking about some who VIP, who got the hookah, who got a bottle, Instagram, shout out to this person, shout out that.
But a lot of people I don't even mean to interject.
Go ahead.
Like dancing is very ancestral.
Yes.
You know, like dancing is a part of our culture. Like for them, like dancing is not unlame. It's not lame because you dance.
No.
Like, that's a form of self-expression. That's an art form. That's a talent. That's how we used to. It was a form of communication.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way to let loose. Like it's too cool to dance, nigga.
It's too cool.
Some of the most gangster niggas was some of the best dance. Like at least in like some of the niggas that was like some of the toughest niggas was some of the most dancing ass niggas growing up.
I'll say this. I never been a big dancing type of guy. I know we gotta wrap it up, Juice. I've never been a big dancing type of guy, but I've danced in clubs before, like dances that was
you ain't gotta be
you ain't gotta be ticking in my life.
You should know how to.
It's a vibe, it's a flow.
You know what I'm saying?
But the bottom line is we've allowed these foreigners, these Africans, these Middle Easterns, to come into our culture, to Black American culture, and tell us what's cool, what's not cool, what we should do, and what we should not. They completely eliminated the dance floor. We've been to clubs. I've been to clubs where there was either the bar or a section. You know, there's not even a general dance floor. I just want to break this down real quick for the people so they can see.
Hold on. The elimination of the dress code too.
Yeah, they used to
plays a really big factor.
That's a great point. Dress code. When you see on a flyer or you see on something and it says dress code strictly enforced, right? Dress code strictly enforced, meaning that if you do not fall in the guidelines of these specific parameters, you cannot walk in this motherfucker, period. I don't give a fuck who you know, who you with, what you got, how much money you spending. You need to be dressed within these guidelines to be able to walk in this establishment. That's a great point. Dress codes are not enforced anymore. It's all about bread. You can just come in with whatever the fuck you got on, and because you got the money to get in, we'll just let you in. And that's what broke the sanctity of going to the club. These foreigners, it's our fault as black Americans. We were the gatekeepers. The white man, quote unquote, the system first gave us the opportunity to be able to gatekeep who did what, who didn't do what. And we fucked it up with violence, not being able to compose ourselves, not being able to function due to other systematic things that were put in place to make us act that way. So basically it was a setup, real quick, it was a setup. They basically said, here you go, black Americans, we're gonna let you control your own clubs, quote unquote. But we know because of the programming that we've placed on y'all that people are gonna die, people are gonna come out and get shot and get killed and get raped with the G and all kind of other kind of weird ass shit. And once that happens, we're gonna swap you out with Africans and Caribbeans and Middle Easterns and Jewish people and all these other people who are not from your culture to gatekeep and tell you what your culture should be. And then what we're gonna be able to fall back on is, but we gave y'all a chance. Did you? Really? Did you really? Because if we operating with all this previous programming that y'all have put on us, did we really get an opportunity? So all I'm saying is, to wrap up what I'm gonna say on the club culture is that we are tired, and I see it more and more. People are tired of going in the club, paying $2,000. You're Juice, I'm trying my best to wrap this up as quick as possible. You pay $2,000, $1,500, $1,200 to sit on a fucking bench in a restaurant for a $50 fucking bottle. $50 bottle. A bottle of Hennessy, a bottle of Patron, a bottle of Casamigos, a bottle of Don Julio. That shit costs $50 to $60 after tax in the fucking liquor store. $60. But I turn around and give you $1,200, $1,500, $1,800 to sit down with a $50 bottle around a whole bunch of bitches who do not give a motherfuck about me at all whatsoever, to sit down at the table and do this bullshit all goddamn night. All goddamn night. This bullshit. All fucking night. Them bitches, at the very least, at least get up and show me some ass. Bitch, I'm paying $1,000. Get your ass up and show me something. Bitch, if you gonna sit here, don't be doing this bullshit, and niggas take it. Niggas accept it. You know I ain't lying. Niggas accept it. Niggas take that shit. You paying $1,000 fucking dollars for a $50 bottle at a fucking bitch ass at a table that during the daytime between the hours of 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. would be free.
And it's crazy because, you know, like, shit, I used to be niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to try to, like, yeah, we about to pop it tonight, fellas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you just realize, like, that shit just gets redundant. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, damn, like, maybe I got some ass that night, maybe I didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's like whole time I had ass, but I decided to go to the club.
Absolutely.
Now I got home and she sleep.
90%, and this is another thing. That's a great point. 90% of the time, when you go to the club and you make all these moves, especially in modern society, I see niggas all the time. I have literally been niggas, like you said, not myself personally, because I was never the one paying for the tables. I was never the one paying for the bottles. I was there, but I wasn't paying for it. It wasn't on my dime. So if I didn't get no pussy that night, I ain't lose nothing, because I ain't pay nothing. That's the smart way, but I ain't gonna give niggas that game right now. What I am gonna say is this. Niggas who are doing that will sit there and spend all that bread, and there is no guarantee. I've seen them niggas spend all that bread and they walk outside and they jump in a black truck Because all of a sudden, just because you jump in the black truck, that just means you a high value man.
They're literally like $20, $30.
Them bitches is $40. Some of them niggas live 10 minutes up the street, so that's like a $15 ride. But you jump in a black truck and guess what? Them niggas are jumping in a black truck by their goddamn self. Great job, big bottle popper. You're going home by yourself. So that shit don't even secure you to get no pussy. So you just spend $1,500 what? For content on Instagram?
Yeah, and what most niggas don't want to admit to is that they do all of that because well, I can't even say that because niggas at this point are showing off for other niggas in the club.
Yes.
It ain't even for the women. I was about to say like, but most niggas is going out because they trying to get some pussy, but
it's a dick contest. It's a dick
not
contest.
The pander, and not the pander.
No, pop it.
Get into it. But I understand what these women be talking about when they be like, yo, these niggas is gay.
Lame.
Like,
yes, I get that. No, I'm with you.
Here is competing with each other. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I can
lost the plot.
As you say, I can see, and we know we don't pander over here, but I can see why they would think that. I'm with you on that. Because it's like, what is it for? You're trying to, okay, I got one bottle. Okay, and guess what? Because the DJ is on the payroll of the club, what he gotta do? Okay, I see 2 bottles right here. I see 2 bottles right here, big bottle pop. Oh, I see 3 bottles, big 3 bottles right here. I see 5 bottles right here, 5 bottles. Like, it's their job to make the next nigga look better than the next nigga. It's their job. That's what they get paid to do. But at the end of the day, it's for them niggas. It's a dick contest. Whose dick is bigger than the other person's?
And then it's like these niggas ain't coming in there like how, let's say how Meech and them used to come in there. If Meech and them came in the club while you was in there, the whole club probably got blessed. You know
type
what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah, niggas
like
was showing love.
Niggas not out there buying bottles to show love. Like if I'm this millionaire and I come into a club, I'm sending a bottle to everybody.
Facts.
You feel me?
And you want to know what's so crazy?
In this bitch.
And you want to know what's so crazy? And we can wrap this up right here. That is the ultimate power move right there. If you really want to show power, you come in not only trying not to outshine the next man, you come in blessing niggas. I got it so good. That's like the equivalent. You want to know what shows a high value man? When you walk up to the bar and you say, rounds for everybody at the fucking bar on me. Any bad bitch that's at the bar when you do that, they got your complete attention at that point. Not only did this nigga just walk up and flex, but it was a subtle flex. He bought shots for everybody at the bar. Everybody on me. And you just sit there and chill. I ain't gotta talk, I ain't gotta say nothing. Shots on me, everybody. So the bottom line, to wrap it up, you give your wrap up statement on this. I know we may went a little over, but we've allowed foreigners to come in and take over our culture, and we've allowed them to come in. It started with Vegas. When they started going to Las Vegas, that's where all the tables and sections and you gotta be this, you gotta be that. Even back in the day, like VIP was VIP. VIP was what it was. VIP was VIP. Everybody was not VIP. Now everybody is VIP. Everybody. Nobody want to look like they not a VIP. And so what ends up happening is, if everybody in the club is VIP, where the fuck is the dance floor at? Where the fuck is the general public? What makes the club is the general public. What makes the club is there are general public on the floor, and then I get to be in the VIP watching the general public. But if there is no general public and everybody's VIP, then how the fuck? See what I'm saying? But I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna chill. Africans ruin this shit. And Middle Easterns.
It is crazy though, cause like I fuck with the actual African clubs, like in the Caribbean clubs. Like I like Rum Punch. I like when they stay within their like ethnical and like cultural realm. Mm-hmm. Like, cause I think they do it the best. Mm-hmm. I think we would.
Oh yeah, those shits used to be crazy.
As Black Americans trying to put on a reggae or like a house music or like no, that needs
and real quick,
needs black.
The ironic part about those clubs, not to cut you off real quick, Those clubs, guess what? They actually dance all night.
They do.
The majority of them.
Yeah.
Especially the OG ones.
Yeah.
Like the Caribbean and Jamaican clubs. Those clubs are some of the clubs that I had the most fun at.
Yeah, like if
they dancing all night.
If I want to go dance and have fun, I'm going to the Caribbean spots, to the African spots.
And that is a very problem. So we'll wrap it up there.
Moving forward.
Oh.
On or off the table, is men pandering to women for content? On or off the table? And
I gotta dive. I gotta dive right in.
You wanna dive?
Yeah, I gotta dive. I gotta dive right in. On this shit. I gotta dive right in.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, you know, every show, I don't think we did it the last show, maybe not even the show before that, but every so often on this show, I have my honorable fuck yous, right? I got a few, well, I'm not gonna say my fuck yous right now, actually, that's for later. Men pandering to women for content, not only is that off the table, I'm gonna look directly at the camera when I say this. There is a special place in hell for these niggas that get on social media and go out of their way to pander to women, more particularly black women, about you're a queen, you're a goddess, you shouldn't settle, you deserve everything that you're supposed to deserve. It is a special place in hell for those niggas. It is, because those guys know it's just for content. The issue with women is this. Women do not understand that all of this is for content. Women do not understand that when these guys get on social media, any platform, TikTok, Instagram, whatever platform, and you're a queen. If he really fuck with you, tell him to cash app you $1,000 to get your hair done. Tell him to cash app you $5,000 to get your nail done. If he really was a real man, he'll make sure you and all your bills will pay. Them same niggas don't never be having no bitches with them. I haven't seen a nigga yet that be putting on all that fucking rhetoric, that be driving home that narrative. Them niggas always be in the goddamn video doing a selfie video by them fucking selves. I never see no bitches laughing in the background, giggling in the background, kicking it with them, rubbing on their chest, rubbing on their back, their head. I never see a bitch in sight nowhere. So if that's working so well for you, my brother, why in the fuck I don't never see no females in the videos with y'all, in none of the fucking content? Because if that strategy works, y'all niggas should have bitches falling off the tree. Falling off the tree. I never see it. If you really think about it, you never see women you never see these niggas with no females. So it sound good. It sound good. I got some numbers today. I'm coming with the numbers because I do want to say this. All serious note, there's a gender war. We are at a civil gender war in America, all over the world, but especially in America. There's a gender war. Men are in a constant daily war with women. Feminism versus masculinity. Masculinity versus feminism. Got some numbers for you. Got some numbers for y'all. Just bear with me. Bear with me. 90% of women are only trying to compete with 10% of men. So if you go in a club, if you go in an establishment, if there are 100 men in the room, only 90% of women want 10 of them. Only 90% of men want 10 of them. There's something called a wall. I just want to say that heterosexual men are at war with feminism as a species. The entire male species is at war with feminism. Women want to be in a fantasy world. I just want to come out and say that. It would make women feel much better to be told that there is no wall. The wall. Let me break down very quickly what the wall is. Most women between the ages of 21 and 26, 90% of men have said that is when they are emotionally attracted to the majority of women between the ages of 21 and 26, which is the ages where a woman, which would be considered a woman's prime years. 21 to 26. That's a woman's prime, quote unquote, as far as physical beauty. Now, let me break it down. Now, not to say, because I probably already know where you're going with it, so let me say this. That does not mean that when a woman gets past the age of 26 that she's no longer physically attractive anymore. That's not what that's saying. But the ages 21 to 26 is the small window of when a woman's prime years is considered to be the highest level to attract a male comrade, a male partner. Yeah, that is the highest window.
I can see that though.
So, what the facts support, why pandering is so deep, is because if we just sat up here on this show and we told women that you're beautiful always, even when you're 45 years old, you're still gonna be able to attract men. You're still beautiful. That sounds good in theory. That sounds good, but the facts and science does not support that. The statistics do not support that. The issue why I say there is a war is because women want to respond with emotionally charged and triggered responses that facts, statistics, nor data can back. When men, we give our opinions, quote unquote, which is really not an opinion. This is what they tell you in school. What's the difference between a fact and an opinion? I didn't even think about this. This off the fly. I remember learning this in school. They literally break down what's the difference between a fact and an opinion. A fact is something that can be backed with numbers. A fact is something that can be backed with statistics. A fact is something that can be backed with data. An opinion is something that you just feel. It's just something that you think. It's not backed by any sort of numbers, data, facts, or statistics. That is the difference. Which why I think in my mind, there is no reason how there should even be a war, because almost every single woman that's trying to produce some sort of argument are doing it from an emotionally charged standpoint. They're not providing any kind of facts, data, or statistics. There is nothing that they have to provide. We as men are saying the data shows that ages from 21 to 26 of women is the peak prime years of being able to date a high value man. That's the bottom line. That's what data shows. Data also shows that with the new crop of women, which are millennials, are predicted to be 40 years old and still not have a child or be married. That by 2035, that most women from the ages of 20 to 39 are going to be single and childless when they turn 40. Those are the data and statistics. So I'm gonna take a break. Please speak on it.
For me, my only qualm with pandering is just that, as you kind of touched on, it's just not authentic. And I just believe like those type of men are the master manipulators. They're gonna say whatever you want to hear to make you feel good, to get you on their side, and those be the ones that, you know, one could argue tend to be the most abusers, mentally, emotionally, even physically. I'm not ever going to sit before a woman and sell her a dream that I'm a perfect guy. I'm not. I'm far from perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not flawless, as nor do I expect you to be. You know what I'm saying? And then too, I also have like some things are the thing about love is that like you have to just find people that genuinely love your core. Because these are just vessels and shells if you even want to get religious. You know what I'm saying? You're going to age. That's inevitable. And with age comes either weight gain, weight loss. It comes wrinkles. With babies comes deformity of the body. You know what I'm saying? With aging men comes high cholesterol, diabetes. Like everyone's whole figure changes unless, you know, you take those steps and you stay with it consistently. You know what I'm saying? And you could combat and add more years and have more longevity in your life and stuff like that. But I just say all that to say is that like also too, like you said, it creates a false ideology in women's head and their expectations. And I just think that pandering takes out the realism of what it takes to build relationships. Love is not 112 peaches and cream. It's a legit roller coaster. There's ups, there's downs, and there's a lot of pain that involves learning how to love. And it doesn't mean that pain is always like super toxic, detrimental, but you get your feelings hurt a lot when you're learning how to love, or when you find someone that knows how to love you properly, because real love often isn't always come in the nicest form.
Let me say this real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I do. Let me say this real quick. Disney Channel, Disney movies, the one, Disney. I want to show you something real quick, and I actually just seen her message me back. It's this girl that I seen. I'm gonna show you right here on camera. You see what that says? I'm ready for my person to find me. You see that? When I go to her page, that's the first picture on her page. Are you looking at what I'm looking at?
Yeah, she got a NBA team.
I'm waiting on my person to find me. Right? Hold on real quick.
She's pretty, so niggas.
But
I ain't
we gonna get there. We gonna get there.
Niggas might fuck with her, but the 4 kids.
Swole, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
She gonna have to find a nigga with 4 kids.
Swole, we gonna get there.
Damn.
I'm waiting on my person to find me. Right? If no other opinion goes into that, let's just stay right there. I'm waiting on my person to find me. The first picture that I go to on her Instagram, yes, very attractive white girl, which is gonna boost her sexual market, regardless of how everybody want to look at it. Her being white, and you didn't see the other pictures, but she got a nice ass.
It looked like she had a BBL based off the hips.
You can just see it. So she.
I don't do BBL bandit.
So she has a nice body, white girl, That's gonna boost her marketplace value to an extent. Waiting on my person to find me, but you have 4 children, 4, and it looks like the youngest one is like not even older than a year old. So you're waiting on a person to find you. What these pandering ass niggas will say is, you're gonna find your man. He gonna come accept all your kids.
You know she gonna follow you when she see this, right?
4? Now she probably end up blocking me, like all the rest of them do. But whatever. She'll end up fucking blocking me.
She'll be like, wait.
Yes, I'm niggas everywhere, but I'm not gonna say her name. But that's the point that I'm making. That is exactly the point that I'm making. If we sat here on Vision Network, on the official Table Flippers and Pander, we would say, of course, for a year, you got 4 children by 2 different men, or 3 different men, or 4 different men. Of course, you will still find a rich, a valuable man who will take care of all your bills and all your children and put his parental investment in all your children. That's pandering. That is not realistic. You have 4 children. What one are you fucking waiting for? What one? That's that Disney Channel bullshit. That's that Disney princess kiss on the lips so I wake up from eternity. That is that programming. These women, I got to quote them as the most late, great, honorable Kevin Samuels said, winter is coming. Winter is coming. And women do not want to realize that winter is coming. Winter being that when you go through your entire 20s, 21, 25, 26, 27, and you hit what's called the epiphany phase, which happens at the age of 30, normally for most women, especially millennial women, you hit the epiphany phase. You hit that period in your life. You know what the epiphany phase also is called? The wall. That's when you hit the wall. That's when the wall gets hit. That's when you wake up one day and you realize, I ain't got no kids. I'm not married. I'm 30 years old. The ability for a woman to have children past 30, the ability for a woman to have children past the age of 35 drops by 60%. So now they freezing their eggs. They doing all this nervous bullshit because you done went through your whole 20s. I ain't gonna settle. I'm outside. I got a fat ass. I got big titties. Buy this, buy that. Pay my bill, pay that. Okay, sound good. But now you're 29 years old and you're about to be 30 in 3 months. Now that wall hitting. Now that wall starting to pop up. Now them same things that you really wasn't thinking about like that, now them same demons done came back around. They done spent the block on your ass. Now, see, the thing is about the wall, it's not necessarily physical. Because we've seen women in their 40s look like they in their 20s, have we not? Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily a physical thing, it's a mental thing, it's a biological thing. We are talking about biology. Biologically, once you turn a certain age, your ability to bear children goes down significantly. These pandering niggas, which is what the topic was about, will tell you that don't matter. That don't matter. This is the main thing about the pandering. Women want to live in a fantasy. Women want to live in a world where all their choices, all their mistakes, all their decisions should not have any bearing on their future. That is not reality. You as a grown man, as a grown black man, me as a grown black man, we understand that we can't live under that certain level of expectation. Every single thing we do in life affects our future. Mm-hmm. And we know that. We can't run from that. Every single choice we make get thrown back up in our face one way or another, whether directly or indirectly. Am I lying? Every single choice we make or don't make, we have to pay for it. I sit here and I look at real quick the Ray J situation the other day with Princess on Thanksgiving when he went to jail for pulling a gun on her. That's her fault. We talked about that with the stepdad thing and the abortion thing. You chose to have 2 babies or 3 babies with a nigga that will pull a gun on you and you holding your daughter in your arms. That's your fucking fault. You had to let that nigga bust in you. You get the ultimate say as a woman, but you want to jump on Instagram and get validation and sympathy for all these other lonely ass single bitches, bitter bitches in your situation that, oh, it's okay, and they're gonna rub your head and tell you it's fine, and he's just an asshole and he's a dirtbag. No, you had a child with that nigga. Well, that's on you.
Well, two things can be true. He is an asshole and he's a dirtbag, and then you also have to take responsibility for the decision you chose to build a family with an unstable mind, who's been unstable.
Meaning from his standpoint or her standpoint?
Her standpoint, like for who's been,
you knew he was unstable when you had your first child with him.
Before you even met him, probably.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And even if you gave her a pass and said, okay, y'all had one child together, okay, we'll just give you that okay, maybe he was this unstable, but you had multiple kids with this dude. So that means you completely negated and overlooked the fact for whatever reason that this dude was in his mental state. But we supposed to give you validation and mental compassion because you going through what you going through with an unstable nigga that you decided to have multiple children with. That's the bullshit. But see, and it goes back.
I mean, like, cause this goes through like, you know, like if you ever just had like a homegirl best friend that might have been in an abusive relationship, and it's like, at some
you can
point,
talk to her all you want to.
Stop coming to me and asking me what I think.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing.
Thank you. And what you know as the person giving the advice. I'm gonna sit here for 30, 45 minutes to an hour and tell you what I think. You gonna say, yeah, you right, and what she gonna do? Tell me what she gonna do.
You gonna go right back.
Right back to the nigga.
And in an abusive relationship, can't nobody help themselves, but the person has to want to get out of that on their own. You can't have no savior. You can't save them.
And then you want to turn
there because at the end of the day, they're there because they choose to be. Now, I'm not saying that there wasn't manipulation. I'm not saying there wasn't mental terror. But once you have the wherewithal, like to me, if you have the wherewithal to call somebody and ask somebody, that means you're conscious of what's going on.
Right.
And I can no longer give you that excuse because you're not ignorant anymore.
So that means
you know what's going on.
So based on your point, now it turns into, it's not that you don't know what's going on, it's that you just want somebody to vent to and you're going to do what you want to do any fucking way. That's what it's about. And so just to wrap up the pandering thing, these women, it's a big word that I want to give, it's a term that I want to give y'all that runs rampant throughout society, period. It's called confirmation bias. Have you ever heard of that term before? Mm-hmm. Confirmation bias means this. Confirmation bias means if I have a thought or an idea or a ideology about something, no matter how delusional or bizarre it is, if I can just go and find a piece of content, a reel, a TikTok, anything that aligns with the ideas and the thoughts that I have, that makes me feel right because somebody else said it. So that means I'm not crazy because right here, this dude right here, he's a man and he said this is how men should be acting. So it has to be right? Because this man said it. That's confirmation bias. Confirmation bias means and the sick thing about confirmation bias, if I want to go and rob a bank today, I can find somewhere something online that would give me some sort of encouragement on why I should rob that bank. See what I'm saying? If I look hard enough and I look long enough, I'll find somebody, even if it's one person, let's just say I find one person and that video got 20,000 views. And it encouraged me on why I should go with the urge to rob a bank. Now I feel encouraged to rob that bank because I just watched a piece of content that told me it was okay and it has 20,000 views. See what I'm saying? Now I feel encouraged to go and do it because I saw a piece of content that told me it was okay to do it. That's all the pandering is. They go and they seek content of men who don't give a fuck about them, who is not doing any of the thing. All these center 5,000, center 1,000. These niggas never show any kind of valid receipts where they done sent a woman $1,000 to get her nails done. They never show it. But because the content is put out, the woman goes and she sees it, and it makes her feel better about her narrative to force men to do those things with no validity, factual statistics, or data backing what these niggas are saying. These niggas are using y'all for content. They know y'all are naive. They understand women want to live in a fantasy world. They understand, should we not just say nothing? What if, let me just paint a quick picture. What if no man said nothing? What if no man told women about the wall? What if no man ever mentioned anything to women and said, hey, once you pass a certain age, the amount of men that start trying to approach you, the options gonna start getting thin, less niggas gonna start trying to take you out for dates, less men. What if we just didn't say that and just let women just fall into their fucking death? What if we didn't say that? Then what? But the issue is, and I'll wrap it up here, women want to be in a fantasy. And any man that says anything at all that does not exist within their fantasy is deemed a hater, is deemed bitter, who hurt you, you're gay, your mother is black. What are the other scripts? They all read out the same script. You know, weren't you raised by, you hate your mother? It's the same revolving talking points from women. And that's why I say it's a war. Because if any man is not saying they're a goddess, they're a queen, they're this, they're that, it falls into, now you just hate us and you don't like us.
And my thing is, like, a man treating you with respect is the bare minimum. Like anybody, like any man, woman, whatever, any person that you entertain or date, like, respect is it's not even a bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's floor level shit. Mm-hmm. Someone like providing and taking care, like, naturally, not like forcefully, like, that's basic shit. That shouldn't be things that you idolize or be like things that just make someone stand out to you or things of that nature. Like, that's just the basic core values of building a relationship. It's kindness, it's generosity, it's empathy. Yeah, understanding, but social media has made it seem as if a man comes and gives these things, he hates women. No, he's who hurt you. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. Nah, it's not that, like, real quick, before, like, we just got to get back to the core, because at the end of the day, all this is just doing is creating divisiveness, and it just gets more into a deeper thing of dismantling, at least, and because, you know, we talk to our people, and dismantling the black family and making that the black woman feel like they don't need the black man, getting the black man tired of the black woman. Now we're not procreating, and now we're not doing this, now we're not building families, now we're not building wealth, now we're still at the bottom of the totem pole, because we have to keep having this redundant conversation because people just aren't getting it, and they're just brainwashed.
They are brainwashed, and I just want to end off with this and say this real quick. If you want men to continue to keep you into a fantasy world, I would rather women just openly come out and just say that. I would respect women, feminism, black women, as a collective, widespread as a collective, if they just come out and say, yes, I want to be lied to, I want to be pandered to, I want to be told things that aren't true to make me feel better about living my life, to make me feel better about being a 32-year-old woman, single mother of 4. I would respect women a lot more if they at least just come out and say that that's what they want. But what bothers me, and that chaps my ass, is when they sit here and say that's not what they want. They want the real. They want a real nigga. They want to hear the real. But when they hear the real, they block you. They push you back. They move back the goalposts. They ask who hurt you. They question your sexuality. They question your upbringing. Or don't you got to... It's the same exact things that I talked about. So we'll just leave it at that. I can promise you, before we move on, this is a topic that we will be discussing intuitively going forward, and we'll just wrap it up there. Let's move to the next subject.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one gets a little deep.
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
But is polyamorous relationships on or off the table?
You go.
For me personally,
I ain't heard you ever say nothing about this, so I'm
I'm
with the fans right now. I'm with the fans.
Like me personally, like it's not on the table for me, just because. Because this is the thing though. Whoa. In order for something to be poly, you have to be okay with your partner doing the same shit that you're doing. If you're not okay with your partner doing that, you're not in a polyamorous relationship. Poly means you guys are both allowed to have intersex, to date freely, both partners. I couldn't do that. Of course, every man would be like, of course it's cool to dream and be like, yo, I would love to have multiple women and multiple girls and stuff like that. Cool. Would I love to do something like that in a certain time frame, once upon a time when I was younger? Yeah, that seemed like a great idea. 2, I just know personally, like, no, I'm not cool with a man doing anything with a woman that I call mine, that I have that type of connection to and with. So I can't fuck with the poly shit because at the end of the day,
hold on real quick. Your angle, just so for the understanding of the viewers who may have the same questions I have. So your understanding is you're not with the polyamorous because it's not more so about her sharing you with other women. It's about the other aspect, which is you sharing her with other men.
And let me break it down to you. And I believe in my core values in a relationship is that I wouldn't do unto somebody else that I don't want done to me. Mm-hmm. So therefore, even if I could feel like, yeah, that's cool, that's something that I will fuck with, I'm not even going to entertain or do that, because I know if you did it, that shit will hurt my feelings. Mm-hmm. And this is just for me speaking. This for me speaking.
Just keep it real.
And that's why I can't do it, because I'm not strong enough to take that shit, bro. You not about to come home and tell me about your sexual
You know what that's called?
On the Vegas
Do you
Strip?
know what that word is called?
What?
That's called being a cuck. You know what a cuck is? C-U-C-K?
It seems pretty southern.
A cuck. No. Cuck. A cuck is like a universal word. That actually white people use that word.
What that mean?
More than black people. A cuck is basically
I don't like how it sounds.
22.
Yeah, exactly. You know what a cuck is?
He said a what?
He said Adam 22.
Oh, a cuck is.
Yeah.
A cuck is basically like a dude that is fully okay with either sitting back watching his wife get smashed by another man, or even if he's not watching, he's okay with knowing that she's getting smashed by another man. Mm-hmm. Because like, you still my girl, but I know you still get smashed by other niggas type shit. That's a cook.
Bro, even when I'm dating in as simple as
hey, why Juice walk off and say Adam 22? Where he go?
Because he knew I would understand it. You know what's crazy, even when
he said Adam 22.
Even just in the opening talking stage, is like, even when we have an understanding that we're just dating other people, I tell the women before I got into a relationship, I tell the women that I'm dating, like, yo, don't think that we're ever cool enough for you to come and tell me about the shit that you're doing.
Facts.
Because you're not gonna get treated like anything but a throwaway. I'm gonna fuck on you, like we gonna kick it, but if you thought we was building anything, I'm gonna allow you to have your personal experience.
Because at that point you in the friend zone. Yeah. When you feel comfortable enough to tell me about what you did with other niggas,
I'm not the candidate I thought I was.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm a friend.
Like, so don't ever think that we that cool. We don't. I don't want it. I don't give a fuck.
If anything, I'm gonna be talking to you about the bitches that I fuck.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if your last nigga did that. Your last nigga was a bitch.
Yeah, he was.
Because I don't, like, what the fuck? No, it's gonna make me look, it's definitely, once you tell me, it's gonna ruin whatever fantasy. Like how we said that you want the women to tell you. I don't want you to ruin the fantasy that I have for you and what we can build. Because if I know the truth, it's gonna affect it. It is.
Like, as far as what though? Just
as far as like if I look at you as someone that could consider like a potential partner with, building with, I'll respect the fact that if we first start talking, if I come to you and be like, I'm not, I fuck with you, I'm vibing, but I'm still dating other people, I respect that. We have that understanding. I'm cool with that. We can do that all day until we feel like we're both mentally ready to pursue each other. But the minute you go and tell me about an experience,
Oh, so wait, just for the audience. So you're saying that even if in any kind of situation when you're dealing with a woman on a, let's just say, monogamous like type of level, you're saying period throughout any part of the relationship, do you ever want to hear about her experience with another man? Basically.
The thing is, like, it's not that like we can't, in casualty, we can't talk. It's not like you can't share with me like your craziest sex experience or like how some sex was whack. I'm not dense like that. I'm talking about as far as like if you're actively doing something, like don't pull up.
Oh, active. So it's supposed to actively.
Like I don't even want you to tell. Like if I be like, "What you doing?" Don't be like, "Oh, I'm about to go on a date with another dude." Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
I'm not the nigga to play around with. Like, I don't. It's gonna
don't
throw
ever
me off.
feel that comfortable.
Yeah, you feel. You can go on and you can
do
go
it,
on
but
that
I
date.
don't want to talk about it.
But please don't tell me.
Yeah.
Because if you tell me, you just ruin every reality and fame. And that's the thing. Like, I'd rather you go and figure things out on your own, so that way when you come to me, I know that you chose me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do competition because I feel that I'm the prize as anyone should feel about themselves. Now it doesn't mean that I'm not willing to work hard and put work in, but I'm not competing with you. When you with me, you with me.
So let me hit on
when
this.
you with that nigga, you with that nigga. It's not a competition to me.
Let me hit on this about it.
I don't want to know.
And that was well spoken, my brother.
And I was saying that to go to the fact where you was like, yo, you would respect feminism if they just told you the reality. Yeah. Lie to me, bitch.
Just say it.
Lie to me.
No, it's not a lie. Just say that you No. It's not them lying to you. It's them saying that they want to be lied to. They need to just come out and say that they want to be lied.
I know in that instance, but
I
was just flipping it.
Got you.
In this aspect, like, yes.
No, I want women. I want women. My ultimate goal collectively is for women to come out and say, yes, we want to be pandered to. We want to be lied to. We want to be in a fantasy. We want things told to us that's not true, just so we can feel better and validated about our choices. That's the bottom line. Just say it. If they say that, I'll respect it on another level. But let me hit on the polyamorous shit real quick.
I'm tender about my little shit. What? Woo!
Hey, hold up. But don't be, because let me tell you why. That's a perfect segue.
I got cancer in my chart, bro. I can't help it sometimes.
Hey, listen.
I'm an emotional being, and I ain't scared to say it.
Listen.
Fuck.
Listen.
We can hit about it. Yeah, we can hit about it. All right,
we can hit about it. We can hit about it.
Who said I don't know Atlanta, nigga?
Hey,
we can hit about it. Who know Atlanta, nigga?
I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. We can hit about it.
I ain't no Rick Kid, nigga. School,
we can hit about it.
All right, my bad.
Listen, polyamorous relationship, on or off the table. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one.
And look, and before you go, I feel like my response is real because a lot of niggas feel what I feel, but they ain't gonna say it like that.
Nobody. That's what the table flippers is, though. We say the quiet parts out loud. Dead ass. I just want to establish that for the camera. On this show, we say the quiet parts out loud. We say the things that I would say 80-90% of women, of what men, of what society feels like should be said, but they're afraid to say it. So guess what? So guess who gotta say it? Guess who gotta say it? We gotta say it. But we gotta speak for the people who are afraid to say it. We put ourselves on the line to protect humanity, nigga. We protected humanity. We're literally saving humanity episode by episode with the table flipping right now.
I want to know your perspective on this one.
Polyamorous relationship. Is it on or off the table? I say it's on, just for the simple fact of this. I've been in situations, and we talked about this in the past, with women. 3 threesomes don't even excite me anymore because I've had so many of them. And I already explained, when you're having
watch the video and be like, "Cat, it's lying."
They say that anyway. They say, bro, I literally would bet anything that I ever cared about in my life. I've had more threesomes than the average man. I promise. If God could kill me right now, I'm lying. Like, that's how serious I am right now. Like, it's not even about a flex. It's more so of like, that shit was cool, but what did it get me to? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know, like, I'm not cap, because I'm not even sitting here trying to like vouch for it. I'm more so trying to give niggas the game on the other side of it. And so polyamorous relationships, for a lot of people in the industry, and I'm not gonna say no names because there's one nigga that I got in mind that I just met a few weeks ago that is a GOAT.
I know exactly who the fuck you talking about.
Don't say no, don't say a fucking word. But this nigga's a GOAT, and he's in all these polyamorous relationships, and I really think it's a cover up that this nigga might play for the other team. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of guys these days use polyamorous relationship as a cover up for maybe their sexuality. And that's fine. I kind of don't give a fuck about nigga sexuality, because at this point where we are in society, even if you do shit on the other side, as long as you got a bag, bitches don't give a fuck. They'll give you a pass. I've seen niggas get exposed and they still fucking bitches. So that shit don't matter. Let's just keep it a book. That shit don't matter no more. It matters, but it don't matter the way it did 20 years ago or 10 years ago.
Perfect climate to be authentically yourself. I'll say that in whatever walk of life you do, like 2025.
Yeah, you just pop it how you pop it.
You should have no shame in whatever team you play for, however you step.
You pop it how you pop it.
That's how you should. Yeah.
You listen. You pop it how you pop it. If women still are attracted to you and still want to give you their attention, so fucking be it. But the point that I'm making about polyamorous relationship, I won't say I've been in several polyamorous relationships, but I have been in situations where women have had to accept that she's in love with me, she wants to have sex with me, I already had sex with her multiple times, but now this woman is coming into the situation. She wants to have sex with me. She finds me sexually attractive just as much as you do. And now there's like a bar that's been set where she wants to have sex with me just as bad as you do. So now both of you want to have sex with me badly. And so now I have to have sex with both of y'all. You feel me? Like, I've been in that situation countless amount of times. And so with that being said, what do I do as a man? Do I only have sex with her? Do I only have sex with her? Do I not have sex with either one of y'all? No, I'm bugging y'all both. I'm both of y'all getting clapped. On God. So my idea is this: if both of y'all are gonna get clapped, let me make that forward up front that both of y'all are getting clapped. I already told you about how threesomes go. The issue with threesomes that I always hated, and
it's one person it's inevitable. There's no way around it.
Hey, listen, I love this talk, because this is the thing. Most niggas who never been in those situations don't know what they would do. There are men, I'm speaking to you, Jews. There are men who will never have the opportunity to know what it's like to be with multiple women at once. And so they never know how they would handle it. They never know when a nigga passed them the ball and it's 10 seconds left on the clock, what they gonna do with the ball? When a nigga pass you the ball, boom, and you got two girls you gotta fuck on and you don't know what to do, I'm gonna give niggas a piece of game. You fuck the one that wants to be fucked the most, right? Whether that's the main bitch, because we already know, I've already talked about my background. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a main bitch and then I had bitches that came after the main bitch. If my main bitch want to be fucked the most, and then this other girl come in and she want to be fucked the most because she's trying to outshine the main bitch, then now I'm gonna fuck the other girl because now she's sucking a whole lot more dick. Juice, my bad if we gonna get unmonetized, but whatever. She's sucking a whole lot more dick. She doing a whole lot more activity in the bedroom.
And if they both don't even genuinely are already attracted to women like that,
yeah,
like, a lot of women do threesomes to please their man, but don't even like bitches.
They do. That's a good one. But what I'm saying is, a bitch will be attracted to a bitch because that bitch is attracted to her man. Let's talk about it. She will be more attracted to her because she's, you know what that's called? Can we get into the red pill talk? That's called pre-selection. A woman, sometimes, oh my God, I'm trying to chill.
I am a purple pill nigga.
I got it.
I'm purple. I'm not red or blue. Like I hate Crip or Blood. Like I hate Democrat or Republican.
Hey, look.
No,
let me break down real quick. Let me break down for the family what pre-selection is, and we can move on. We got other topics. Pre-selection is when you're a man of value. You know you're a man of value. Mm-hmm. The girl that you're with or the woman that you're with sees, for whatever she sees, that you're a man of value. She believes that. Now, when another woman walks into the picture and she sees you as a man of value, now that increases her belief that you're a man of value because she sees another woman seeing you as a man of value.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's pre-selection. Women have to see that other women see you as valuable to make their level of value that they see you in increase to another level. Hold on, real quick, before you say goddamn thing. Hold up. Your woman who perceives you as valuable has to have her perception of value that she sees in you increased by other women that sees you as valuable. Mm-hmm. That's called pre-selection. Pre-selection. Pre-selection is the cornerstone of masculinity. Pre-selection. They have to see that other women want you to make them want you more. And that is a cornerstone of the red pill community. Now, as far as polyamorous, and we can move on unless you got another thought on this. It is okay to be polyamorous. I'm gonna just give some quick history. In Black American culture, monogamy was introduced by European white women. Because when we, as kings and queens, which we were, which white supremacy tried to tell us that we weren't, and they try to make all these talking points, we was kings and all that bullshit. They try to make fun of us and mock us. We were kings. Kings, not kings, but kings, we were. So don't let white supremacy try to talk us off of our ancestral lineage. We were kings, and they're not gonna try to revise history and make us feel like we weren't. Now, white women, they understand that their men was their men. But us, as far as black men, we were completely fine with having multiple wives. It's still like that in many parts of Africa, in many parts of overseas. We're okay to have multiple wives with no talking, no issue. I got a homeboy myself in modern day time that I grew up with who's African, who's a Muslim. He has multiple wives that know about each other. He's Muslim. And he straight up told me, he said that, and he African. That
niggas had hella incubines and all that in the Bible.
Yes, concubines, you
concubines.
mean. He got all kind of money, he get how he get it. He like, look, yeah, they get emotional about one another, but as long as I'm taking care of both of them, it ain't nothing they really can say to me. As long as I'm paying her rent, they can't say nothing because their bills are being paid. That's what she signed up for. If your financial responsibilities are being covered by that masculine alpha male, nothing you can say. See what I'm saying? And they accept it. They understand it. They yield to the game. They like, all right, you know what? I know he got another bitch. No, not another bitch. He has another wife. I'm his wife, and he has another wife and children with both of us. But all the expenses getting paid, so I just got to shut the fuck up. Because he's handling all the financial responsibilities. That is a high value man. That is the pass that you get when you're taking care of everything. They just gotta fall in fucking line and shut the fuck up. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, and me personally,
yeah, I'll let you close. We can move on.
I don't even have. I don't have the interest, nor do I have the actual money to take care of 2 million.
Hey, talk about it.
In today's climate, not with these tariffs, nigga.
Hey.
Nah, I'm good on my one. Like, you feel me? And damn, what else? What else did I want to?
We can move on if you want to.
But moving forward,
we hit some heavy shit though.
You know it's perfect time.
Yes, sir. Shador.
Hey, Shador, if you see this, I hate that my team.
Shutting out Shador.
I hate that my team had to welcome you to the league like that. But hey, boy, you've been doing good the last 2 weeks. I fuck with you every time instead of the 2 years.
Come on.
Hey, is being a top pick.
Ooh, sports.
By the worst team in sports. Fuck the NFL. But we're going to talk about the NFL when he's basic. On or off the table?
Go ahead.
And I say it depends on what you want out of life. If you literally are just using your talent in the sport that you went professional in to create generational wealth, and you really don't give a fuck about legacy, accolades, your best bet is to get drafted as high as possible because that's going to get you the most money. But if you actually want to endure and experience any type of real deal success, play for a perennial powerhouse, you're not going to really experience that unless you're getting drafted later on. Your odds increase to play for a better team the later you get drafted. If you're getting drafted early, you're going to a shit team. Look at the number 1 draft pick in the NFL, Cam Ward. The Titans are 1-10.
1-10.
1-10. And they've been bad, but they ain't never been 1-10 bad. But like
1-10 is crazy.
It's ass.
No. Hold on. Let's just take a second to really lock in. 1-10. 1-10. That is abominable. Go ahead.
Let me go to number 2. Number 2 was what? Ashton, right? Genty? Ashton Genty for the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders look like
they're 3-9.
Yeah, these are two. I'll just say this real quick, and I'm gonna let you jump right back on because I got another aspect on it. These are probably 2 of the worst football teams between the Raiders and the Titans of this year that we've ever probably seen in NFL season. Seriously.
And then, not to mention that when you also the pressure. They don't talk about it like they drafted you because they're putting it on your shoulders.
You're supposed to turn the franchise
You're
around.
The franchise player. You got to turn that
immediately.
Shit around.
They won
immediately. Bro, you might get 2 years at most nowadays, nigga. But nowadays, quarterbacks used to get drafted to go sit behind the legend, go learn the game. No, nigga, we're drafting you because we need you to start.
Like a Jordan Love.
And if you don't do it in 2 years, you're a bust.
Yeah.
Now you have anomalies like Baker Mayfield's and Sam Darnold's that became journeymen.
Yeah, they were journeymen.
And then took advantage of an injury, and now we're back to starting quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But that's a rarity.
And producing at a high level.
Producing at a high level. So now they can rewrite that bust narrative.
Yeah.
Now
But with Baker and Sam Darnold, I don't ever look at them as a bush. Just respectfully.
It's fucked up because Cleveland fucked up
everybody. They was looking like they could have been, but
Cleveland fucks up everybody. But I always had respect for Baker as a Ravens fan because he had them competitive when he was with the Browns. So I didn't think.
I'm about to say he played for the Ravens.
No, he was in our division.
Yeah, I remember. I forgot he played for the Browns. Damn.
Like he
Baker
that's when he got
don't-
drafted.
yeah,
When he
yeah.
had Jarvis Landry.
Oh, yeah.
Like they were actually winning like 10, 11 games a
Yeah,
season.
he got drafted to the Browns.
And then the Browns are just such a trash organization.
Just a
You feel me? Like they
Just a
just
poverty
ruined it
franchise,
and
yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold was kind of decent too. Like I just thought it's the double-edged
system.
sword
It was
of
the
getting
system.
drafted to a shit
It was a
team.
system. Who
You know what I'm
Sam
saying?
Darnold get drafted to?
He got drafted to the Jets.
The Jets. Yep. Poverty franchise.
Poverty franchise.
Poverty franchise.
You
Still.
know, so it's just it sucks. You know what I'm saying? One, the pressure to perform, to turn it around. You're probably not going to win that much early on, especially if you don't get a new front office and they look
That's what I wanna-
and they invest in the pieces in the team around you. Like that's what a lot of niggas don't understand either. You get put in these positions and it's very rare do they go and be like, okay, we got a Bo Nix. Let's go get this defense right and let's go put a good offensive line. We know he might be average at best right now, but if we put stellar and great things around him, we could compete. It's rare. It's rare because the Broncos have been asked for a few years too until this previous year.
Okay,
But
so
you hop in and that shit is me personally. It's like damn. That's why I say I can't. That shit is that shit is water sliding off the table.
So reframe pose the question again just for the audience.
Is being a top pick by the worst teams in professional sports on or off the table?
All right, so we're gonna make this quick. So you hit on a lot of great points. I think that it's a gift and a curse being drafted as a top pick, because I'll say as a quarterback, the purpose, if a quarterback is drafted first overall in the first round of a draft pick, that means that organization believes you to be the savior. You're the savior. Pat Mahomes, when the Chiefs drafted Pat Mahomes, they looked at him as a savior. And he was. To say the least. Hold on real quick.
They had
No. Pat Mahomes was the fucking savior.
He was drafted
3-time Super Bowl champion.
He ended up being that, but you gotta think though, when they drafted Pat, they already had Alex Smith.
They did, but just speaking to the point of the conversation, he was drafted as the savior. Anytime you go and get a quarterback, anytime you go and draft a quarterback, especially in the first round, you're saying to the franchise, yeah, I love the quarterback we have now, but this is the quarterback that I feel like will push us over the hump. This is the future. And so the Chiefs did that and they got 3 Super Bowls out of it. I think that's a pretty crazy fucking choice. So what I'm saying is, like a Lamar Jackson, like a Jackson Dart, like a what was some of the other quarterbacks? Like a Drake May, like a what some of these new guys?
C.J. Stroud.
I mean, Michael Penix, Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
You know, these are guys. When you go and take a quarterback in the first round, that is a message that ownership is supposed to be sitting down to the entire franchise. This is what I want to say about and we got to move quick because I know we behind, but ownership is the bottom line. Ownership is the blame. When you're owner of a football team, this is your product. It's no different than you buying an asset, than you buying a car, than you buying a product. If you're an owner, your team is your asset. That is your investment. That is one of your investments. As an owner, you have the big bucks. You have the billions. You put your money as far as front office, general management, coaching staff, etc., to make sure, as an owner, do you know who you pay to make all the player decisions? You pay the GM. That's why the GM get paid the big bucks, right? You're an owner. You're just an investor. You're just the person who pays the money. But your money has to go to somebody who actually knows the game, who actually knows the game of football, who actually knows the game of basketball, who actually knows the game of baseball, who actually knows the game of the franchise that you own. you put your money into that general manager to be able to hire and fire until the results get produced. Correct? You hire and fire until it gets produced. If Lamar Jackson ain't the answer, if Michael Penix ain't the answer, if Justin Herbert ain't the answer, if Jackson Dart ain't the answer, if Shedeur Sanders ain't the answer, the list goes on and on and on. You see what I'm saying? Like, if these guys are not the answer, you as the owner have to put your money and resources into the right places that hires a GM that knows how to hire and fire talent, whether that be coaching staff, players, and it trickles on down. The people that are supposed to make the right decision to put your franchise in the best position to win a championship. Simple as that. It starts from the top down. It starts from ownership. And a lot of those guys don't really want to have that conversation. So I think that being drafted, my final point, and we're going to move on to the next subject, if you have one. You draft a player to be first overall pick for a new platform. Look at this year's draft. We got Fernando Mendoza, Ty Simpson, Dante Moore. Those are the top 3 quarterbacks coming out of this year's draft. You got the Jets, the Raiders, and Jets, Raiders, and Saints. Those are the 3 teams that need a quarterback right now, initially. Will Dante Moore, will Fernando Mendoza, will Ty Simpson, will any of those guys turn your franchise around? Who fucking knows? But you still got to draft them because those are the best guys that's coming out of the draft right now. Let's move on.
So now we're going to get into our closing segment.
Flip the table.
And we flip the table.
Flip the table!
And this one might ruffle little feathers. Just...
They all ruffle feathers. I don't even know which one it is. Which one?
Do quote unquote black-owned blogs sabotage the black community?
Or what?
That's just
or
it.
nonsense.
I was just giving
I thought you were about to answer what.
Like, you know, like, do they
or do they not, or do they not?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
And I'll put it like this. I say there are black-owned blogs that do try to do their due diligence and highlight the positive black things going on, but those are not the ones that are commercialized and disseminated through social media. The big black blogs are usually have built their audience and their platform off negative things of black entertainers, athletes, or just your everyday people. It's negative stuff. Bad, like toxicity sells. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, most of their platforms, like, they might post something nice, sentimental every once in a while for a little razzle-dazzle, for a little parsley spread. But at the end of the day, like, they're building their platforms off of negative things going on within our community. I would say so, like, with the likes of, you know, your favorite platform that you be going back and forth with here and there. You've been posted there a couple times in the comments and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Who? I don't.
You know, they got 3 letters.
Who?
They got 3 letters.
TMZ?
And it ain't SRT.
TMZ?
Huh?
TMZ?
Nah,
Who?
TMZ ain't black.
Oh, Shade Room?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
TSR?
But you know, the Shade Room, they've a lot of celebrities have came out.
I have been on TMZ, by the way, but
but they ain't black,
we
though.
talking
TMZ
about.
is caucus.
No, TMZ is
black?
Is Nigerian owned, African owned. But go ahead, I'm gonna get on that. I want you to just say, go ahead.
But you know, but
I don't want to cut you off.
Stuff
I'm
like
gonna let
the
you
Shade
cook.
Room, the energy is in the title of the platform.
Absolutely.
It's called the Shade Room. It's a platform designed to be shady.
To be shady.
You can't tell me there's nothing positive.
They're telling you
They're
who
telling
they
you
are
exactly
off the real.
who they are.
Right.
Because if it wasn't about shade, why you ain't call it the Tea Room? Because if we just giving information and shit like that, and we just clocking
everything is about fucking.
You know, why you ain't just call it the Tea Room? Why is it called the shade? Why is it shady over here? Why are you shady?
Why is that the energy from the start? Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it just be like, there are other ones, but then you have damn.
But we finna get contracts.
I can't. I'm having a brain lapse. But there are some smaller black-owned platforms that only, perpetuate and push out, I would say for the most part, positive stuff, positive like reinforcements of, black lineage, history, and culture. But for the most part, our big black platforms, blog-wise, I would have to say they really don't have our best interests as of right now.
They don't, and I'm gonna say this: Shade Room. Shade Room is Nigerian owned, African owned. If you ever look at the Shade Room, they never post about the downside or the negative side or the degenerate side of African culture. You never see Africans on the Shade Room getting posted down bad. You never see Africans being posted fucked up, homeless, hungry. You never see that. Just really go back and think of, if you look at every single post on the Shade Room, you never see them showing African people, not black American people, not African American people, quote unquote, which we don't, subject ourselves to. But you never see them showing African people from Africa, Nigerians, Sudanese, Ethiopians, Eritrea, any of these people, Somalians, you never see any of their people from the continent of Africa, not from the diaspora standpoint of we are African, we all need to get it. No, fuck all that. You never see African people from the continent of Africa being traded in a degenerate type of way on the Shade Room. You never see it. Anybody who challenges me, go back and pull it up. Show me where on the Shade Room they're mocking Africans. They're mocking the drama between Africans. Who baby daddy got this? Who fucked on this person? Who cheated on this person? Who crashed out on this person? They never show that from their continent. They never show it. The owner of the Shade Room is Nigerian. They never show that. It's always black American people doing the most degenerate, crashed out, bullshit things that this man cheating on this man. This woman don't cheat on this man. Let me say, hold on real quick. Let me say this real quick. You know something I thought about a long time? Pop Smoke, Young Dolph. The list goes on and on of our black American brothers who have been killed in our culture. You wanna know what I felt like a long time ago that get these niggas killed? The fucking blogs. The blogs keeps on the beef. Mm-hmm. The blogs perpetuate the beef. Go back and look. Oh, such and such and such and such said, if you come over here, he gonna kill you. He gonna do this. Now that person over there, such and such said, okay, well, if you come over here, I'm gonna do this, that to you. Okay, the next post, such and such said, if you do this, that, I'm gonna kill your mama. I'm gonna do, you see what I'm saying? The blogs is the ones that keep up the beef. Go back and look. These niggas don't be knowing what these niggas is saying to one another. Because most of the time, these niggas don't be having one another numbers. They go up, they log into Instagram, they log into social media, they see that the Shade Room, that baller alert. Let me back up real quick. I told you the fuck yous was coming later. Here they go. I want to say fuck you to baller alert. I want to say fuck you to neighborhood talk. I want to say fuck you to spiritual world. These are all blogs that tried to silence me, even though now we're on the biggest platform in the world, Vision Network, shout out Vision Network. Now we're on the biggest platform in the entire world and nobody can silence us. But neighborhood talk, baller alert. What's the other one I said? There's so many of them that done cut me off. Spiritual world. All these platforms tried to silence me during the election season when I was trying to give information and facts about Kamala Harris and why black Americans should not vote for her and how she wasn't y'all goddamn sister girl just because she talked about cooking collard greens and listening to Tupac during that time. I told y'all she wasn't y'all motherfucking sister girl, but y'all arguing me. During that time, I got silenced by neighborhood talk, spiritual world, and baller alert. Baller alert is one of the biggest gossip blog platforms in our country. They literally took the time to restrict my comments. They didn't block me, but they restricted me. Because how I knew I was restricted, because when I would make comments, I would get 500,000, not 500,000, but I would get like 500, 1,000 like responses immediately when I would say something. Now when I say something, it's like it's not even there. That's how I know I'm restricted. These blogs want to continue to perpetuate an ideal to black women specifically and to the LGBT community to make them to instill a war against people like me, against people like this platform, to not speak truth and to silence us when we try to educate our black American people, our co-parts, on what the game is. They try to silence us. So what I'm saying is this. Yes, we look at platforms like Shade Room. Shade Room has been known to take payments from the likes of somebody like a Nicki Minaj. It's been strongly alleged that Shade Room is in alignment with somebody like a Nicki Minaj. Meaning Nicki Minaj team, like basically the Shade Room is on Nicki Minaj's payroll. Like anything negative that comes out about Nicki, and I'm not picking on Nicki Minaj, I'm just using an example, that anything that comes out about Nicki Minaj that's negative, the Shade Room won't post it because they're being paid not to post it. It's a payroll thing. Bro, do you know that the Shade Room, the last time I checked, and this is not even the most recent information. Do you know how much the Shade Room charges to make a post on their page? Do you know? Just take a wild guess. Give me a guess. Just give me a guess.
That shit probably like 1,500 posts.
You said 1,500? Like 1,500?
Well, now, yeah, that shit probably like at least 10 bands, maybe 5,000. 5,000 probably.
The last time I spoke to someone that worked directly with the Shade Room to get a post on their page for a post that's literally gonna get pushed down in 5 minutes when they post another one. Last quote I got was 8 bands for a post. For a post. For a post. I'm gonna send you $10,000 for a post. That's gonna get pushed down 5, 6, 7, 8 times by everything else y'all wanna post about Krishan Rock, about all these other motherfuckers. I'm gonna give y'all 8 goddamn bands to push my post down in 10 minutes, but I'm gonna give y'all 8 bands. Social media, and this is the last thing I'll say about this, has personally directly orchestrated the murders of multiple rappers in our community. We'll look at somebody like a World Star Hip Hop, and their owner is deceased, but that nigga was Haitian to my understanding. And what did World Star Hip Hop show when it first came out? Niggas doing what?
Just a whole bunch of degenerate shit.
Doing what specifically though? Fighting. Mm-hmm. Just niggas fighting and slapping each other and smacking each other.
It's funny because it had nothing to do with music, and it was called nothing
to do with music. But they just wanted to be able to monetize black American men punching each other, robbing each other, fighting each other. And they just sat back with their hands behind their head like this and just monetized and made money off of it. It's just like the white man.
First thing a nigga when he pulled that phone, World Star.
World Star, and it wasn't none of they people though. It wasn't none of they people.
But this go to World.
Yeah, it was all us. It was all black Americans crashing out, doing crazy, degenerate, dumb shit, and they just sat back and just collected money off of it. So that's why I say, yeah, blogs definitely are positioned to denigrate black American culture, but to not put light on the way their people from their culture do degenerate things. And I'll leave it there.
And going into our final closing point, why is this the first time in 30 years that no hip hop songs have reached the top 40 in the Billboard chart?
That's tough. Go ahead.
I would say one, because the overall precedent of hip hop is diluted and watered down. These artists are more so like trendy artists that are catching the vibe and the trend and the motion of what's going on now, but there's no like element of longevity that I see in the new age hip hop area as before, where there's always been different genres of hip hop. You've always had your coat rap, your drug rap. You've always had your hustle rap. You've always had your party music. You've always had your lyricisms. But at some point, the common denominator was one. It was storytelling. It was an art form still. And then two, there was in their projects, it told a story. Nowadays, niggas are just putting together. I seen something that Sonny Digital said, and he said most of or it was either Sonny or Metro, but basically these albums are just compilations now, and they're not projects. And a compilation is just a body of music that you just put together with no true direction.
Yeah, just no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like there's no like true artistry. Now there is, like, 'cause don't get me wrong, because we have access to so much music, you can go, but we're talking about what's getting put on mainstream. It's just not we're lacking that right now. You know what I'm saying? We still have our superstars, but our superstars are more so like Travis Scott, who I'm not too personally fond of, but I do respect his artistry. And I don't fuck with him as a person. You know what I'm saying? Just on some, I just think he's a little bit. I don't think he's connected to the community like that. But as far as like music, we're talking about like solely music. That he's one of the ones. You feel me? And I will never take away from that nigga shit. But even still, can you really even say he's hip hop? He's like a hip hop rock star. You know what I'm saying? Like Astro World, like that is like pop.
I definitely have a pushback.
That's like that's beyond. That's like a pop star. You know what I'm saying? Like he's international and stuff like that. Like what outside of like. You know, you have Kendrick, you have Drake, you have. I'm trying to think of somebody new age that's relevant. That's just a true lyricism that's came out in since 2016.
That's literally it.
That has a major platform. That's you know what I'm saying. Like it's just watered down, and we don't have an identity anymore. You know what I'm saying? There's too many subgenres and this and that, and then the shit that is hip hop isn't really hip hop. If you're black and you make music, you just automatically put into hip hop, and that's just not it. When we were rock stars, when we were jazz, when we're all of this, like, you feel me? You seen the Grammys. You know how mad they was giving Beyonce that country Grammy. They didn't want to give her that shit.
So I'll say this: there's only a handful of superstars that's in rap music right now. Travis Scott, the greatest active performer in the world in rap music. Travis Scott did a show, I want to say it was in Brazil. Don't quote me, but it was overseas. There literally was tremors during his show, meaning there was a low earthquake magnitude. Because of the amount of people that was at his show, they created a small earthquake, like that actually registered on the scale when he did his show. There is not a rapper alive that I know that's doing something like that.
And I will say too, like I definitely, when those people got trampled at his shit, I didn't blame him for that.
I'm not even talking, but that's a good point. Travis Scott,
because I want niggas think I just hate him.
No. Travis Scott is the biggest, as far as rap music is concerned, right now as it stands. That could change, whatever case may be. But as it stands, right in this very moment as we sit, Travis Scott is hands down by far the biggest performer in rap music, period. People damn near explode when that nigga performs.
I don't know, like is he a rapper though?
But hold on real quick. Yes, he is. Absolutely. Don't do Travis Scott.
He's not just a rapper.
But he ain't.
He's not just a rapper.
He ain't. But what is rap music? That's exactly what goes into our point, which is why music has not charted in the top 40, because this is the issue. I just want to get the names off real quick. Travis Scott, Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi has and the thing of I even hate to put Cardi in it because I feel like if anybody say Cardi at this point, you just look like a dick sucker, and that's nowhere near where I'm from. I've been fucking with Cardi since 2016. So we talking about almost 10 years. I've been fucking with Cardi before he was even on the Rockstar shit. I just heard his shit. It was like, and I didn't even like young niggas. I didn't even like the young nigga music. I still don't like, the majority of the young niggas that people listen to, I don't even like them. But Cardi, when I heard that nigga back then, I was like, this shit is different. I heard it from the first shit that I heard from him. And I just been rocking with him ever since. He just evolved and evolved and evolved. But I've been rocking with Cardi for 10 years. Like,
and I fuck with Cardi too.
I've been rocking with Cardi with no...
And to me, he's like in electronic...
He's a rock star.
He's an electronic pop rock star.
But he's still classified by definition a hip hop artist, a rap artist. And that is my point exactly. This is the issue with why the charts is like that. The first thing that happened was with the Kendrick and Drake shit. Drake got publicly embarrassed in front of the world. I, by no means, under any circumstance, I met Drake on my own. It's on my Instagram. I told that nigga to his face that he changed my life. If you think I'm bullshitting, go fact check it. It's literally on my Instagram when I walked up to Drake and told him to change my life. He did. It was times that I've been through on a personal level that if I did not, if I did not listen to the boy, my mental would have been fucked up if I didn't know the things I do now. That nigga music got me through some wild times, to say the least. So when I got a chance to meet him, I told him to his face like a man, thank you for what you've done for music. A lot of niggas don't get to do that with the niggas that they grew up listening to. I told Drake to his face, thank you for what you've done for the game and what you've done for me personally. Simp, whatever a nigga want to call it, that nigga music helped me.
What the young kids be? Crazy glaze.
Yeah, glazing. Hey, I guess I was glazing that night because I had to tell that nigga. Yeah,
holy glaze.
Nigga, thank you for
glaze Holyfield.
But a lot of niggas never get the opportunity to tell somebody who they grew up off of that thank you for what you've done. It was just from a man-to-man thing, nigga. Thank you. So what I'm saying is, as far as music, superstars. Everybody is tired of the shoot 'em up, bang bang music. Everything is bang bang gang bang 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 gang bang 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 gang bang. Every single fucking artist is. I got the Drake in this. I got the Drake in that. I got the Drake. Not that Drake, but
Cardi be saying the same shit.
He does, but he's different. He does, but he found a way to say it that nobody else heard before, and that's what makes the difference. That's what makes the difference.
What?
Everybody is trying to say the same thing in the same way, and people are tired of it.
Let me give you an example. I don't mean to cut you off, but let me give you an example of an alternative hip hop, a true alternative hip hop artist. Tyler, the Creator. That nigga's weird. He's different, but he is hip hop though. He is hip hop.
I'm about to get.
Tyler be rapping.
I'm about to get to that. Tyler, the Creator, was actually the next person I was gonna say because again, Tyler, the Creator is another artist that I personally have been listening to for 10 years.
This is our future, nigga.
OF, Wolfgang, nigga. I know about Tyler, the Creator. Nigga, I met him too. Same shit. Tyler, the Creator is a dude that literally has played by his own rules from the start. If niggas don't remember, Tyler, the Creator used to talk about graping. He used to talk about all kind of
he got some questions.
Overly the top. When he first came out, he said some of the most controversial, bizarre shit that he could never say now, which is why he don't say it no more. But when he first came out, he literally just said shit for shock value. He just literally forced himself to say things that got clicks and went viral and got him banned. That nigga had to go to court for some of the shit that he said. So Tyler, the Creator, still Playboy Cardi, Travis Scott, Tyler, the Creator, the three biggest performers in rap right now. Drake, the reason why the top 40 is no rap music, I don't know if it changed since the last reporting, is because the boy, Aubrey Drake Graham, was removed because of people looking at him as a PDF file and that narrative being put out there of him, people gotta understand, Drake has the most top 100, top 5, top number 1 of any rapper ever whatsoever to ever produce a song in rap history in the existence of life. Niggas need to respect that man's accolades. You can feel how you want to feel about him. You can say what you want to say about him. He has broke every single record that there is to break. Every single one of them by a margin. It's not even just he just broke them. He broke them like with more time to spare on it.
And that's definitely one thing that I hate. How people try to
you gotta respect the boy.
Two things can be true. Can you say that Kendrick won the strictly rap? Like,
yeah, he did.
He did.
We all know that.
But we're not going to discard and discredit Drake for all that he's done. Like, bro, it was at a point you got a Drake feature, nigga, you was on.
Bro,
you was on.
I'm gonna ask, that's a perfect example. Like, if you really look at it like that and you just break it down from that, how many artists has Drake gave up? I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Look at Drewski. Nigga, I didn't even know who Drewski was until he was in that Laugh Now, Cry video, Laugh Now, Cry Now, Laugh Later, Cry Now video with Dirk when they was at the Nike headquarters that came out around COVID, and Drewski was in the video with Odell Beckham. Remember?
Yeah, I know the video.
And when I saw that video, that's when I started to go and look at Drewski videos. I was like, oh, this nigga funny as a motherfucker. I had no idea who Drewski is. Nigga, every single time, ever since that exact moment, I bullshit you not, every single time you turn the TV on, Drewski in every single motherfucking commercial. That came specifically from Drake.
That Drake cosign, boy. That shit takes.
So not only is he putting artists on, he's putting niggas on that don't even rap. Drewski is literally able to feed his family because of the cosign that he got from Drake. You can call me a glazer, you can call any other nigga a glazer. That is facts. We are looking at this in real time. So what I'm saying is to try to negate or try to downplay or minimize the influence that man has, you're in a fantasy world. So what I'm saying is the reason why the charts are like that, and I know we gotta close off, is because this is the thing. We talked about the Boss Man D-Los. We talked about a lot of these other artists that just kind of came and went, came and left. Even Lil Durk. If you remember on that song, Laugh Now, Cry Later, I'm in the Trisha Relax. People are playing the blow in the club because Durk was on that. Ever since that feature, that's when Durk took off.
Well, the new Durk.
Yes, niggas was listening to Durk, but they wasn't listening to him like that until he was on a song with Drake. So that nigga birthed 2 careers off one song. Bro, to have that kind of power, that kind of influence, that's not something that anybody can minimize.
Shout out Vision Network in this motherfucker. If you ain't with the Vision, you ain't with the network, nigga.